this is Dan from Valley Marine, and we're here today to take a look at a new 2024 Duckworth 20 Advantage. Duckworth went in and did a major refresh on this boat this year, so there's a lot to show you. The boat's changed quite a bit from last year, and so we're going to kind of do a walkthrough. We'll start on the exterior and then dive onto the interior as well. So starting at the front of the boat, when we auction this boat out with 150, we're always going to run a tandem axle trailer. If you're trying to deal with a lower cost option, you can do a 115 horse and a single axle, just kind of keep it a more basic, simple cost boat. But when we run this, generally we're going to run a tandem axle trailer with a swing tongue so that it's easier to get stored the boat. Some major changes on the exterior of the boat for 2024. They've gone away from a vinyl wrapped exterior and they've gone to an actual paint, which is going to be a much nicer finish. You can also select if an exterior 1/2 side paint standard. You can also do a full paint to the chine as well as an option. The biggest change on the exterior for this boat for 2024 is the new arch window. And you've probably seen this before. Northwest Boats used to have it. Northwest was another brand that was owned by Renaissance Marine, which owns Duckworth and Weldcraft as well. They're no longer producing that brand, but they did carry over the arch window. We're going to take a look at that when we climb on the inside of the boat. But the neat thing is, for most customers, is you don't have to unsnap the top to get up into the bow. If you're anchoring or you're putting a bow mount out or whatever it is you're doing, it's a really handy deal. Plus, it reinforces the top better for towing down the road, so it's a neat feature. On the exterior of the boat, the other thing they changed was on the construction of this boat, they did it like they did their larger Duckworth. So last year, this boat featured a roll top construction like the Weldcraft did. They've gone to an extruded top, just like on their larger boats. So it's going to have this top extrusion, and it's got a little bit of a lip as we go through the boat. You'll see that. So fit and finish is nicer than what you've seen in the past. We'll work our way to the back of the boat. And this boat's got some options on it, pretty popular options, but you can configure this in a lot of different ways. So on this particular boat, we've done a boarding ladder, which is a standard for last year as well. Walking around to the side here, this is a big deal, and I've mentioned this on previous videos. The bracket that we've put on this particular boat is a shortened kicker bracket. It's designed if you want to run a tiller kicker, or if you're going to do a Garmin kicker reactor autopilot. If you want to do a tie bar between the motors, this is not the bracket to go with. You'd want to go with the other bracket style, which puts the motors on the same plane and allows us to do a tie bar. But there's a couple of different options. When we do our Duckworths, we primarily use Yamaha, but we also offer Honda as well as Mercury on these boats. So it's your choice. And it's not a bad idea to consider custom ordering these boats, because you're really not going to save any money by buying one on a dealer stock. That way you can go through and choose your colors, choose your options, and really customize it the way you want. That's the DNA of these boats anyhow, is they were always a custom boat. There are so many options. It's a good idea to at least look at when you're considering a boat like this. So with that, we're going to go ahead and step on the inside, and I'll show you the changes that they've made as well. Okay, so now we're on the inside of the 2024 Duckworth 20 Advantage, and a lot of little changes in here as well. So we're going to get started. Now on this particular boat, I ordered it with a standard interior, so it's got carpeted sidewalls, but you can either do a full fisherman's interior, which is going to give you the spray-in liner on the full side with a little bit of carpet in the tray so stuff doesn't rattle, or a half fisherman's interior, which would leave carpet here and then the spray material here. At the back of the boat, the first change you're going to notice is this has got a recessed tray, just like what you see on the bigger Duckworth Pacific Navigators and Discoveries and such. So we got a recessed tray going across. It's really handy if you're setting stuff up here, less chance of it rolling off. This particular boat, it's standard with a fish box, but we went ahead and made this one into a live well, which is real popular in our area, and it's a good sized box. And then looking from the outside, again, shortened kicker bracket, boarding ladder, just an access plate for rigging for us there. In the back here, we've got locking storage. We've got just regular storage on one side, battery switch, access to the bilge, wash down, bilge pump, and then again, another storage. Actually, over here, this is going to be where our battery goes. And then rod storage on both sides, open tray rod storage, welded downrigger brackets. Those are standard. And then we ordered this built with a wash down as well. So that's what the inside looks like. You've got choice of 3 different colors on this is called a granite finish. It's real similar to a Zolotone. It's got a clear coat on it. Moving into the cab area, I did the standard interior. So this has got the 26-inch bench seats, but you can go with an extended top and go with 37s, larger 37-inch seats as well. And you can also do a bench-to-bed conversion. Standard on this boat is an in-floor storage, and you can opt for rod storage. Open this thing up, you've got a massive amount of storage here. There are already some cutouts for rods there, but there's no rod tubes in them. So that's an option you can do. That would also give you some rod butt hangers in the back. So some other changes. Moving up towards the front, dash is slightly different than before. We ordered this boat with a tachometer / hour meter combo, which is really nice. We don't do a speedometer in this boat because a GPS speedometer is going to be more accurate anyhow. Passenger side's got a tray now, and then we have a little step box going up here that's going to be storage as well. And then glove box has been relocated to right here. That's an option. And then behind these 2 bulkhead pieces would be where we put your electric motor, your batteries for your electric motor. So big thing to note, we step back a little bit, got grab handles for driver and passenger right there, as well as grab handle for the rear passengers right there and right there. And then here's our arch window, and I'm going to tell you, this is a really, really nice setup. So most of my customers are leaving their top up all the time. This is going to make this top more reinforced. The angle from the front bow to the windshield is less, and you've got just this much more reinforcement on it, so it just makes it sturdier, and you never have to unsnap this thing. So you could take the top down if you want, but most of my customers don't seem to do that. So being able to get in and out without having to reach in and snap it all the time is super handy, especially when it's cold out. Moving up into the bow box is standard. You can make it into a live well. I just usually leave it as a box. And then again, you can see we got a diamond plate finish up in the front with a slight lip, bow scuppers. And then we've ordered this one with bow mount pre-rig, so we got an access plate and then the plug-in for a bow mount as well as a welded on anchor cleat. So gives you a good idea of what this looks like. Different canvas colors you can go with. I think there's 3 different colors of canvas available, and then lots of paint color options. So the changes they've made for this boat have been really impressive. This is going to be probably one of our top sellers this year. If you're considering a boat like this, really take a look at ordering, especially this early in the season, versus just buying one from dealer stock. Get it the way you want. They're a pretty neat boat, and you're going to spend about the same amount of money whether you buy one off of a dealer's lot or order it anyhow. So that's pretty much the look at this boat. So thanks for taking the time and watching the video.